Hello. Good day to you. My name's Emily. This here is aligned guidance, and I'm about to get a message. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's for somebody else. I don't know. I guess you'll have to listen and see if you connect with what I am saying. We shall see. Illumination. Some things are coming to light for you. So we're going to start by getting a little bit of your general energies. What is going on in your energy field today? A little bit more. What is going on? Maybe you feel like it's changing a lot, the way that you feel moment to moment. Confidence. That's nice. Protection. Ideation. Space. Fear. Rejection. Rest. One more. Sadness. Death. Anger. Surrender. All right, there's a lot to unpack here. Let's get all these out and see what this means. These are like all of the black cards out right now. That happened a couple days ago. Sweetness under the deck. Let's see, I forget what it said, the black ones. Thematically mean is an invitation to step into a new phase of your life. When black cards come up in a reading, think of the intense opportunity that they bring, whether they create space for newness or to cultivate courage. Okay, so you're in this rebirth energy, this transformation energy. Okay. So believing in some idea that something is protection. The space that you're experiencing right now is protection. This something falling away has been protection. So, let's see here. Rejection. So at the end is surrender. So that's good. That means you eventually surrender surrender your anger and your fear. And any sense of rejections or sadness you may feel. So you're on the journey towards surrender. So you're a little bit afraid of I don't know, experiencing more rejection, or you're afraid of what's on the other side of the unknown when you walk through it. You're kind of resting in this period of evaluation. There's a lot to unpack in this message. It's going to take me a couple minutes to read these little card meanings and like string together something that feels coherent. Maybe something I've said already feels coherent to you. I don't know. I feel, I guess, a little lost. I want to try to string these together in more concise way. So ideation is about the growth of ideas and new projects. It's the time to focus on creating a space for your creative endeavors. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. So there's new ideas that you're nurturing. You have a lot of space to develop these new ideas right now for whatever reason. You have a lot of space in your life, and you're using that space to look at your ideas, come up with new ideas about various types of things, about what you want to do, what you think about certain things. So there's this protection. So you're having some idea that there's been some sort of protection that's happened in your life recently. But I think you're a little bit afraid, a little resistant to fully take this rejection as, I don't know, it's like you're really, I don't know, there's some sort of, it's hard to let go of this rejection for some reason. I mean, rejection is tough to let go of. So, I mean, you know, this is about, it's just basically talking about your perspective, the rejection card. Try to reframe the pain of rejection. Consider whatever was rejected wasn't meant to be a part of your life. Rejection is protection. So this is what this is speaking about up here. This idea that rejection is protection. You're trying to come into really a sense of believing in that. What is this fear about? I don't know. You're feeling some sort of sadness over something that's ended and angry about the way it happened or something about it. You're working on surrendering these negative emotions. So you're trying to give yourself a lot of rest, a lot of space, processing these tough things, these endings, these negative emotions, sadness, rejection, seeing it through the eyes of the perspective that rejection is protection, and working on surrendering your feelings, letting them go. It's a lot of cards for your general energy. So what I'm feeling like is you feel like there's a lot going on in your head right now. A lot. You're kind of, there's just you feel like you're mentally thinking about a lot. It's like this rejection has happened and certain perspectives are shifting in your mind. And so it's like there's this one event that happened, but then it feels like so many different things about your life are changing as a result of that. There's a lot of different things you're evaluating. Okay. That's kind of all I have to say about this general energy for now. I'm going to leave these cards up here and see if there's, I want to go here. I don't know, here. See if there's anything else that comes to my mind as these cards come out. So you're coming into a new way of being going on with you, higher dimensional energies, that you think I should know to do this reading? What do you think I should know? What do you want to show me? Maybe that's not it. Let's see. What's this fear? I want to understand this fear up here. Six of Swords and the Three of Wands. You're afraid to really leave something behind, perhaps. Perhaps you feel that this internal journey that you're going on is taking you to new waters that you've never been before. And you are not quite sure how to navigate those waters. That can be intimidating. You know, it's a little unnerving to feel like you're setting sail into something you don't know. Both of these cards are about the water, about moving somewhere else. They're two boats in a water, and they're going somewhere. So it's a 6 and a 3. I don't know if those numbers are meaningful to you. I think numbers that are divisible by each other also have meaning somehow. I don't really know how. I haven't really looked into numerology that much. I don't know. Okay, so you're trying to find your way, trying to align your inner compass. Okay, let's hear about what you're moving away from. Maybe that'll help give you confirmation. What are you moving away from? Okay. Now let's get, what are you moving toward? I wonder if that one. Let's see over there. Wow. Okay. These I want to go over here with this moving toward. Do they? I don't know. They kind of seem. I mean, they went over there, so. Okay, let's see what the message says, and then we'll figure it out. I think it does want to be here. Okay, so. You are moving away from feeling like you are blocked in some way. So maybe right now you're feeling blocked in some type of way. You're moving away from that. You're moving away from the 5 of Swords is I mean, it's not, I'm having trouble like bringing words forth. So I'm gonna read it. It's like I have a feeling from it, but sometimes it's hard to describe. Okay, so suggests a major defeat, loss, or humiliation has occurred. Your pride may be wounded. No-win situation, devastating as it is, this loss is something to teach you. So, okay, you're moving away from feeling like there are any losses in your life. Because there really aren't. Anything that, quote unquote, you lose is protection, like we saw up here. So you're moving in the direction of really knowing that. And you're coming out of feelings of being guarded. So right now, perhaps you feel guarded. Perhaps you feel a little bit listless, really wanting your ideal future to be here. You want it to just already be here. You're like sitting, looking at these cups that you've had in your life so far, and they feel kind of empty to you. You want to feel like your cups are full. So you're working on it. You're working on it. You're coming into, baby, the Empress energy. That's gorgeous. That there could not be a better card for you to come into. Literally, she is the pinnacle of abundance. Everything that she wants is hers, and she knows that, and she's confident in that. She knows that people appreciate her because she appreciates herself. She appreciates others for who they are, and she in turn receives the same treatment. She's beauty, she's confidence. There's also femininity and fertility associated with that, but if you don't identify as a feminine energy, then that might not be as relevant to you in your life. But it's just, fertility is relevant to everybody. It's abundance. It's reaping your harvests. That's what you're setting sail towards. You're setting sail towards the Empress. You're letting go any senses that somebody else has blocked you. You're letting go of ideas that things are taken from you. It's trying to believe that the things that are for you are for you. They're already for you, so you don't have to worry about it. They're for you already. And so if something goes out of your life, then it must not be for you. I see you sitting here looking at this new cup. So the Princess of Pentacles is here looking at the full cup in the Four of Cups. And so she is looking for this new opportunity to bring her out of a feeling of apathy, of disappointment. So you have this hopeful energy around you. There's just some, you haven't fully let go of these things, otherwise they wouldn't be here. But you do have a lot of hope that you will. You know that you will. So you have your eye turned towards new inspiration, new opportunities, new ways of seeing the world. You're letting yourself be open to changing your mind in the ways that you have thought about things in the past. Being flexible, going on this inward journey to evaluate some of the things in your life. I like that. The Nine of Wands is, I like the imagery on this card. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior energy. It is feeling like you have fought a lot of battles and you have won them, but you're kind of a little bit weary. Still guarding whatever is behind this gate that you're protecting, but you've already had to, you've been guarding it. Just feeling a little wounded, a little tired of the fight. It also speaks of the power you have in protecting yourself. A lot of things have tried to come at you, and you've done a good job of protecting yourself. So I love this energy right now. I think it's so great. I think it's moving away from things that feel like they hold on to you in negative ways, trying to release them, really looking for the positive things you can find in your life right now. There may be some things you feel like you're surrounded by difficult experiences or emotions or people, but really trying to look for this new opportunity, this newness, this revitalization, or maybe it's not but this coming aliveness. You're trying to, it's like you're coming into a new version of yourself. You can feel it happening. I'm getting the sense that maybe you're not really talking about this to other people yet, because it's very different. You feel like you're becoming a different person. And if you, if you know the points of views of the people you spend time with, you are not sure how they will react to it. Honestly, when you're going through some periods of personal growth, it's a little bit better to keep it to yourself sometimes, because especially if you're around some folks who you feel might not be receptive to these new frameworks that you are trying to integrate into yourself. This new positivity you're trying to find, this idea that rejection is protection, that you're the creator of your own reality. If you feel like those sentiments won't be heard and respected, or heard with curiosity, if you feel like they'll be kind of scoffed or laughed at or whatever, then it is better to just keep stuff to yourself until you really feel sure in how you feel about something. Because if you talk about it to folks who aren't on that same vibration to receive it like you're receiving it, then they're going to introduce resistance to you, because you're still tethered to some of these other emotions. It's rejection, the sadness, the anger. And so you still have access to those emotions. You're trying to relinquish your access to them. But you can easily access them again, especially if you're around folks who are accessing those frequencies a lot. And you want to move yourself away from that. So it's just kind of a little bit better not to talk about it sometimes. But it's like you're going through a lot and you want to talk about it. So what do? I had two people in my life that I felt like I could talk about my kind of, when I was going through some tough parts of my journey. But even, but I was still, I feel like kind of would only share like half of the things. I don't know, watching YouTube videos really helped me. It helped me listening to people who had similar perspectives, knowing that even if there weren't people in my like immediate environment, there were people out there, and I could hear these new ideas that I was developing being reinforced by other people. Interesting direction this message has gone in. Okay. I don't know what else should be said. Do you want some advice about surrendering? Let's get a little bit of advice about that. about working towards this surrender. Any advice? Six of Swords again. This internal journey, this spiritual journey you're on is very prominent right now. All right, let us see. Six of Wands. It's about victory, triumph. I want to move these over. So, Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Emperor, Six of Swords, the Creator. We've seen a couple sixes today. Maybe you've been seeing that number a lot. Okay, so working on this surrender. I love this Six of Wands, little owl. Okay, you will be victorious in the end. Okay, so the Emperor is about order, control. That can be good or bad, depending on the situation. I think for you it's a good thing, feeling like you have a sense of control over your life, over your relationships, over how you think and feel. Queen of Swords is about being in your truth. Three of Pentacles can be about working together with other people. For me, it can also be about holding on to an idea that's in your heart and really working towards that. Six of Swords, about exploration, discovery, moving on, spiritual journey, moving through the darkness to find the light. The Creator is about how you are the creator of your own reality. And she reminds us of the power of no. No is very powerful. She's like the magician. She can create anything. Six of Wands, triumph, victory, glory. What is it I'm feeling from this? So we know that you have to be firm in your truth. That's one. That's, kind of what I was saying with the keeping these new developments to yourself, unless you really know that they will be listened to and received. So keeping your truth to yourself in your heart until you feel a sense of control over your emotions. Because if you share these opinions too soon, then maybe they'll be met with resistance, like anger, like frustration, like rejecting your ideas, and then that might trigger you to then go into those frequencies too. Because like I said, you're still close to those, accessing those energies. And so if other people are accessing them around you and at you, kind of, then it's easier for you to then tap into that, and then that lowers your vibration, and then it makes you feel like, you know, you're not progressing. So just be sure in how these new ways that you're seeing the world before you like really are open about talking to them about like too many people. Just focus on this internal journey. So you gotta say no sometimes, and that might be hard. The Six of Wands is about kind of being in the public eye. It's also about having a lot of people notice you for what you've done. So maybe you're some sort of public figure in some way, like in the community. Maybe a lot of people know you in your neighborhood or on your street, or like within the circle of folks that you have been spending time with, like you're a prominent figure somehow. And it could be hard to distance yourself from these folks who I've been saying might not be receptive to these ideas that you're being receptive to. And you know, I can sense that discomfort in saying no to people, especially if that's not been the way you've been operating. People will be like, you know, what's up with you? What's going on? Why aren't you hanging out or whatever? And that, I mean, that's just something you have to work through. You have to learn how to say no to people and not feel bad about it. King of Wands is motivation, honor. So one of the things that is a good telltale sign of somebody's vibration is how they react to you when you do say no. If somebody's mad at you, then usually that means they're not here to support you in your highest good. Because folks who are here to support you in your highest good support you when you put up a boundary. You know, if they ask you to do something and you're like, no, I can't do that. If they're here for your highest good, they will understand and they're not going to be mad at you. So pay attention to how people react to the ways that you say no to them. A King of Wands is wise and kind. He is a self-made man and has an endless store of enthusiasm and motivation. He knows that if you listen, you will learn. If you learn, you will love. If you love, you will heal hearts and minds. His standards for himself are impeccably high. He is a man of honor and decency. He does not judge or criticize. He simply leads by example. The king suggests that you soften your preconceived notions about others. See people as whole beings with all their pain and and intricacies. Marvel at the complexities that make us all unique. He asks that you quiet the mind, open the heart, still the spirit, and listen. It's a very apt card to close us off, and it ties a lot of these things together. Okay. So I think that's pretty good for right now. Let's get a little animal ally for you. What do the animals have? Oh, bat, once again. I think that was yesterday. Or no, yesterday was canary. I think this is the third time bat has come out since I've started doing these readings. You are going through something major, my friend. Bat. Bat is about rebirth, transition, the end of something, the beginning of something else. let go of what no longer serves you. When you face the darkness within, you allow the light within to emerge. You are so much stronger than you know. Let that guide you toward realizing your own power, toward shedding unwanted habits and old energy to make room for fresh and expansive light, toward embracing a brand new version of yourself. I'm so excited for you in this transformation you're going through. It's exciting. Okay, well, I will see you another day, and enjoy the rest of yours, or have a lovely evening or night, whatever is going on for you. Enjoy it.